Hello and welcome to my review of the preview of the Warhammer Lords of the Mortal Realms. If you weren't able to catch the live stream over on the Warhammer TV Twitch channel and you don't fancy going through that whole stream and spending an hour listening to the guys and looking at everything that Games Workshop have got to show, this video will be incredibly useful to you. So if we just click on here, it's on the community website, and we start off with the preview. Yeah, you can click on there and then you can start the Twitch video. Quite a few new models. We've seen previews and we've been teased outlines of some of these new models not that long ago, but the long and the short of it is Lumineth. Wow, I mean, I collect Lumineth, but this is a huge number of models to be released. I understand that the video is called Lords of the Mortal Realms, but still, there are a lot of lords. I mean, it kicks off with the Venari Blade Lords. They look alright. I think that the headpieces are quite big, and the colour of their garments underneath, I'm not sure about the length of the legs. I think because they painted these boots almost black, that it looks like their legs are quite small. And you've got these flags with the sheath for the swords on their backs too. And that one's alright. I think this one's on a rock. I'm not sure about that angle, but there we go. I like this little bit of wheat there though, that's bending. So yeah, this is part of the silhouettes that we've had for the Blade Lords. Then this Venari Starshard Ballista. Doesn't look like there's a lot for the ballista to kind of stand on, just these three little legs. The quiver is absolutely huge. I'm thinking that is just on the floor rather than on this Lumineth's back. Yeah, and again there's this shield. It just looks like a normal size shield that's been put on there. The base is quite large. I'm not quite sure what these lantern things do as well. But yeah, that's the ballista. And then this, one of my favourite parts of the whole preview, was this Shrine Luminor. It can purify even the most corruptive battlefields, and yeah, it looks fantastic. It's held up by this small rock pillar, but also the two waterfalls. It's going to be a brilliant piece to showcase a single mini on there. I can see that there's going to be quite a few creative dioramas for this piece. Alas, I think it will be made in China, so some of the detailing, I'm not sure how they've managed to pull off that detailing there, but maybe it joins here, maybe that's a join, but and maybe this archway is like in two pieces. Price wise, I'd probably say 40. I mean, if they can pull that off for 35, then that's quite decent. I know there may well be a few people that'll pick this up just as a scenery piece, but yeah, really like that model. And so you've got another one of these heroes. I think it's the alternative build to the one that they've displayed. And right here, you've got Hurricane Spirit of the Wind. I see what they did there with the name. Oh, GW. But at least this one is aiming at his target, and I'll probably go for this build out of the two. And you've got this kind of banner bearer, massive banner there. I think this is all detailed on anyway, so you just have to add paint. And then you've got Goku. You've got this new Lumineth with, it looks like a hammer, it looks like a staff, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, no doubt, hopefully this lends itself well to other models that you could just pop on that cloud, because that is pretty cool. The horns, I'm not a huge fan of. And what's that, a fan or something? Yeah, I like the cloak though and the direction it's going. But yeah, flying about on a cloud. And then you've got this one as well, the shoes. I don't know what's going on there. The paper seems to be floating as character is using the brush on it. And then this one, again, not sure about the pose. It looks like it's moving to its right, so all of these flowy parts are moving to the left, no doubt the character is then going to move to its left. And then finally you've got this one, which definitely takes its cues from the Slaanesh model that had a model on it. I just think it's wrong. This lady here looks like she's about to boot this owl through the arch of this. Maybe maybe that's their new game that they play there. She's holding a massive lollipop, like a Chupa Chups as well. I mean, I think this model is all right. Again, I'm not sure about that head dress thing, but if you take the headdress thing off and you have the sword like that, then yeah, that's all right. It looks like a crystal kind of sword, made of the same material as this staff. But if you just have this model on its own, and then this model, I don't know, leaping off a stone or something, that would be quite cool. No doubt that they'll work in tandem. But yeah, it's not needed, I don't think, to have her on, leaping off of him. But there we go. And then finally, I've been waiting ages for these. Years and years and years have I been waiting for a Lumineth Realm-lords Battletome. Oh wait, no. This came out June last year. Yeah, I mean, already we've this army has expanded so much that we now need a new Battletome for it. How things have progressed. Then you've got Embrace the Pain, which is a Cruelgast Cruciator. This looks like an interesting model with some kind of frame on its back, and it's got some shackles and some kind of interesting tools on the back as well. But yeah, that's the Nighthaunt new miniature. Definitely fits with the rest of the range. And then we've got Gardas Steel. I like some parts of this mini, but then the rear with these tassels, they just, I don't, maybe he's doing a hero landing, but yeah, so that's your new Gardas Steel Soul model. And then the Wight King. Now this does look amazing. This is fantastic. This and the scenery piece and a couple of the minis from Curse City were my favourite out of the pre-order. But yeah, just looks like old Warhammer fantasy. Every part of this model, I can't see any questions raised. The helmet and the head and the stone, the armour, the skeletal steed, the lance, the cloak, the shield with that 3D detailing. Yeah, I mean, that answers lots of questions. It doesn't raise any. I like the fact that you can also see the straps for the shield as well. There's no part of that model that I'm displeased with. I'd definitely be picking one up. It's great when GW do this because they create a fantastic miniature that motivates you to collect that army, and this miniature does, this Wight King. Then you've got the Mob of Mork. So Hedrakaz Mad Mob as a new warband revealed for Warhammer Underworlds. Yeah, it is unfortunate that there is no string on this bow, much like there is 3 strings on the ballista and all the Lumineth bows. But, we are where we are with this. I think they look alright. The Shaman, a lovely multicoloured feathers there with a scorpion stinger, and he's even holding a snake. I'm not a big fan of the snake though, the way that looks. This guy looks brilliant. I like the sort of, I want to call them lightning claws, but yeah, again with multicoloured feathers, these savage orcs. And this dude, I like the bases, really nice bases. I'm not a huge fan of these teeth or bones that have been, piercings that have gone through the legs and things, but there we go. An interesting choice of colour for the kind of sash going on there. And speaking of Underworlds, we've got a new 2-player starter set here. And this is to introduce it to new players. And let's have a little look at what you get in there. You get some Nighthaunt and you get some Stormcast and the Griffin. So, and then finally the Cursed City. Show us all of these amazing looking miniatures. This is the big box that's coming out. Prices, well, you get a huge amount of minis for this. You get the rats, you get the bats, you get the Skeleton Horde, you get a load of different characters, and on top of those characters there, you get all of these characters too. I mean, yeah, there's just a huge number, isn't there? You get this big bat, you get a load of undead shuffling along. Let's have a look at these minis then. Look at this, wow. You get this amazing character with the sword and the griffins for the pauldrons. You get this vampire hunter, you get this dwarf, you get the elf, you get this bounty hunter, and so on. I'm not too sure about that one. The ogre's cool though. I like the painting on the mace and the chipping and also the shoulder pauldron. Really like that ogre, that's cool. And then you got these. I mean, the bats look alright, much better than the bats before, and the bases look cool with with roots bursting out of the skull and some candles, and the rats. And the rats look awesome. You've even got some undead rats in places, showing the rib cages and their skulls. They look alright. It's just the fur that I'm not a huge fan of. These axe bits with the detail and things on them look amazing. There's even a little rat there with a key. And these look brilliant. This Skeleton Horde, yeah, fantastic. Even you've got a face mask there as well. Even you've got a mask there. I like how this one hasn't got any armour on its legs, but this one's got greave on its right leg. And here are some more of them. Fantastic. I love the spears. I love these curved sort of swords and ornate shields. And I love the armour coins, or their version of chainmail, with parts missing. And again, those definitely want to pick up some of them. And then you've got some Potswalkers. Yeah, interesting kind of colour scheme they've gone for. I mean, some are quite bright, and I'm not quite a huge fan of part of their gravestones that are still attached. That is a bit odd, especially if they've managed to get up this high. Things would fall off. But I like this raven here. It's just picked out an eyeball out of one of them. Got a bit of a jewel there going on. But yeah, they are duplicated, so you're going to have to mop up with you. You're going to have to differentiate them with a unique colour scheme. Then we're back to the bats. These are some of more of the characters, bit of a close-up. I like this one. 2 wolf heads though. That model's alright. And then you've got the scientists, which I really like because there's loads of things going on. Because you've got this massive crow, you've got a bat hanging upside down, you've got a rat, and you've got this fiend. Maybe it's a little wolf or something. And then, oh yeah, this guy will look awesome with the rest of your Skeleton Horde. I mean, it's got an eye patch as well. It's almost like a skeleton pirate. And this vampire lord type creature, I'm not a huge fan. I think they've done a good job with the colour scheme, but yeah, that's an interesting one. Got a rat there as well, and a skull, of course. And then this dude on his skateboard. You wanted to know who was setting all of the Walking Dead free. Well, this guy is. He's digging them all up. I like the vibes for this one. I mean, the paint job for that shovel is just amazing, isn't it? Let's face it. But yeah, fantastic mini. And then we've got some of these. Interesting. Love the colour scheme of the eyes and what's going on with the rest of the bases. Look, shackles and yeah, some candles that have completely melted. Look at that pose, amazing. And we're back to that one. What's in the box? This is, yeah, it's jam-packed. There's a huge number of everything, of models, of books, of dice. You've even got some 12-sided dice, some tiles, boards. Seriously, going to be picking this one up, guys, for you all, and going through all the minis. I'm looking forward to it big time, and hopefully we'll get some Age of Sigmar rules for a lot of these models. And if that wasn't enough, we've also got a novel by C.L. Werner. And finally, we've also got a little sneak peek at Be'lakor. So if we can just zoom in a little bit more. It looks amazing from just this little preview. Going to definitely try and pick him up because, yeah, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Got some Slaves of Darkness on the base as well. So big things coming still for them to show off, and no doubt we'll get more glimpses of Be'lakor as the time goes on. But yeah, I thought that was a decent preview. I mean, we knew there were going to be a load more Lumineth coming, but some of the models are a bit off. I like some parts of them, but not like all of them. Whereas the Cursed City models, and in particular that Wight King, they are right up my street. But the Lumineth, again, there's a few of them that are a bit off. I did say that I'd cover all of the Lumineth Realm-lords, and I'll definitely get that scenery piece. So now more than ever, your support is very much welcome if you're using the Element Games affiliate link. It will help me to get hold of these new releases in the future and give you all unboxings and reviews. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you that already use the link and support the channel in many other ways. What do you guys think of this preview today? What was your standout miniature? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down below as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.